Hello, my loves. If you guys can start double tapping that screen, let me know where you're watching from, how you're feeling. We will get started when we get to a certain number of people on, usually around 10, 12. So the faster we can get this pushed out, the better. Oh, goodness gracious. Yesterday, I was so incredibly wiped out. These energies have just been taking a toll on me. Hello, welcome in, guys. So I have some energy today. I've got pretty much everything I needed to get done. I did not go live yesterday on YouTube. I'm so sorry for anybody who was over there like, what the heck, where'd she go? I was so tired, I could not do it. I barely had enough energy to deal with my clients yesterday, to have sessions with my clients. And I'm just right now, this second, premiering April's energy forecast. So that is now live and premiering. And if you are on my email list, you're about to get the email for April's energy as well. It's about 4 days late, but you know what? I gotta put myself first. How's everybody feeling? Hello? Okay, we got some cards if we want to do some cards. Let's get some paper out. For people who do mini reads, and let's load up all the Venmo, Cash App, PayPal sites so I'm fully prepared, which I'm not always, so there's that. Darker shine. But I am going to go live tomorrow on YouTube for sure. I'm gonna put the I will be putting up the video when we get done here, so we'll be there. Okay. All right, we're at 15 people. We can start. So for those of you who are new to me, I'm Johanna Burkhardt. I am a multidimensional channel, teacher, healer, and self-help author. And my mission is to help you to be the change that you want to see so that you can create the reality that you are desiring. And I do that through helping you learn how to shift your frequency. There's a lot more that goes into that, like, you know, being able to push through your limiting beliefs and mindset shifts and healing trauma and becoming clearer and more in tune with your spiritual gifts and intuition and boundaries. There's so many little intricate parts of shifting your frequency. But I do that best through private mentorship and through session. So that's all linked in my bio if you're curious. I also have a $99 first-time client special. My normal rate is $225 an hour, so it is quite a bit of a discount for if you've never had a session with me and you'd like 60 minutes with me. You can take advantage of that. And I also have a free course in my bio called Heal, a course in radical forgiveness and self-love. I've made it available at no cost. All you have to do is put an email address in and you can access that beautiful content to help you. When I come on here, I do more of traditional reads. So what I'm doing today is one free yes or no per person. If I'm guided, I am not going to guarantee I'm going to answer your question. So if you ask the question and I don't answer it, please don't post it 10 times. It's just because I'm not guided to you, or I don't hear an answer when I read your question. Or you can ask for a free card pull, one or the other. If you want to ask a specific question from your guides and allow me to give you anything else you may need that the guides want you to know, that is called a mini read. It is a $15 minimum donation. I prefer Cash App or Venmo, but PayPal is also in there. If you do donate for a mini read, please say I donated on Venmo and I will prioritize you. But you need to make sure your Venmo or Cash App has your first and last name, or you'll have to put it in the comments, okay? So you'll probably hear me say some of that over and over again is what it is. If you're asking me what someone else thinks, feels, or what someone else's actions are going to be, don't bother. I will not answer those questions. I do not have permission to read their energy, nor do I feel like that is in integrity. So I'm sure there's a lot of readers on here who are not in integrity and who will answer that question. You can find them on this app. If you want a free card pull, please put your first name and ask for a card, and I will be happy to do that. I just need at least a first name. Once again, Melanie, I don't ask, if you're asking me what someone else feels or thinks, I won't answer that. Okay. So we have a card for Leon, I think is how you say it. And just ask once. Please don't post that you want a card pull or ask the same question a bunch of times, because I can't keep track of who I've already pulled for. And then I get confused. So help me out. Okay, Leon, you were born to create. You were born to create. This tells me that there is something that you are in the stages of birthing. You are sitting on or contemplating, or there's something that's being birthed inside of you right now. So there's something that is going to be asking you to bring it to life, whether it's an idea, a new belief system, a new identity, a new version of you. You are a born creator. You can move and create that energy and have anything you want. It's just a reminder that you're born to create, and that you're going through a period of time where you're probably going to be birthing something new into this reality. So is it, oh, I'm going to butcher this. It's Fairy Toxic 6. Is it Sokna? I hate butchering people's names. Okay, let's see what we got for you. I think that's a 7. Yes. So, Sokna, don't fear the unknown. This may look like a scary card, but it's not. The number 7, the 7 is a God number. It's a number of empowerment. It's a number of strength, inner stability, inner knowing. So this is an opportunity for you to befriend uncertainty. Get comfortable with uncertainty. Remember who you are. Remember your power. Remember you're an infinite being. You're a multidimensional being. There really are no limits. Okay? Carrie. I've never seen it spelled that way. I kind of like it. Kind of like it. I don't have any moderators on at the moment, so I'm going to be behind on the comments. So just bear with me. Carrie. Ooh, we got a lot of energy coming in right now. Carrie, nurture all you love. Nurture all you love. What I'm actually hearing for you, though, is different. Not really different, but it's forgiveness. It feels like there's some self-forgiveness that you need to do. Maybe even a little forgiveness for other people. But nurture all you love. And I'm also hearing for you, like, remember, we're all learning to be human. So obviously, don't take patterned bullshit. Don't take it, right? Have boundaries. But have some grace and compassion, and remember that we're all just trying to be human. Charles. I'm going to do my best to go in order, but eventually this is going to re-up the comments, and I'm going to... No idea where I am. Charles. Oh, I love this card. Charles, need and necessity. This is about finding balance. This is about recognizing what you need and what's a necessity. So what I'm hearing right now is abundance is your birthright, right? You're always in a state of abundance, but also that abundance means that you will always have what you need, not necessarily what you want. So really take a good honest look at what you need versus what you want, and see that you are abundant and everything that you need is actually there, even if it's not in the way that you desire. Caroline. And if you guys want to send gifts or just donations in general, those are always appreciated. They help me to come back. Supports my time that I spend on here. Caroline. Sort of. I mean, you know how it is. There we go. Caroline. Love that you are different. This is really about owning your authenticity, Caroline, owning and loving yourself unconditionally, loving whatever arises, whatever mood, whatever place you are in life. This is like, don't judge yourself. Just love yourself in all of your forms and let your freak flag fly. Don't dim your light. Don't change who you are. We don't need to do all that. Okay, Christy. This is for Christy Michelle. Christy. I don't know what's going on in your life, Christy, but I heard settle down. Settle down. Settle down. Okay, Christy, make the sacrifice. Make the sacrifice. This almost feels like there is, there's a version of you that you don't want to let go of. There's something that you are holding on to. And there's also, they're telling me like surrender is you sometimes giving up what you want in the way that you want it because there's something else better that's coming that you can't see. So that making the sacrifice is twofold, because it's telling me there's a version of you that you're holding on to that has beliefs and things that are limiting you, maybe even habits and behaviors that aren't serving you. But there's also like this energy of let go of needing things to be a certain way, because the way that it comes in, if you open up, might be better than you could ever have dreamed of. Angela. I hope you guys are still on here. If you guys can give me hearts or something when I'm pulling your card so I know that you're here. Angela. Angela 4882. Angela, heed the messages. This means that you have guidance coming in all around you. I'm also hearing you're experiencing a lot of synchronicity. This is them trying to give you the guidance. It's like you're asking the questions, they are trying to guide you. Find some time to be still or to do an activity like walking or dishes where you're just mindful, where you're just kind of observing your thoughts and feelings. You're not really chasing them or whatever, but you're just kind of in the moment, very present. You will start to hear the messages that are coming through for you. Nick, oop, see, there went the comments. Let me scroll back and see if I can find your comment. You guys are so welcome. Mr. Josh, the Bible says not to mess with this stuff. Well, guess what? I don't follow the Bible. The Bible is a book written by somebody, and I love Jesus, and Jesus loves me, and nowhere in God's name would he want you condemning anybody or being mean or rude. So if this isn't your cup of tea, I send you love and ask for you to go find what is. Nickster. This is, did I just mess up my own cards? I sure enough did. This is for you, Nick. You guys can heart it if you're here when I'm doing your cards, so I know that you're here. That is fantastic. Nick, seek the lesson. Seek the lesson. Whatever's going on in your life, it's happening for your benefit. So you just need to ask yourself, what is this teaching me? What is this trying to show me? Because it's happening for my benefit. So really look at what's going on in your life and see what you can learn from it. Anita, pretty sure you just gave me a rose, so I do know that you are here. Anita, respect your boundaries. I'm hearing you need to do what you say you're going to do for you, okay? Just do what you say you're going to do for you. Stop abandoning yourself. Mark. And then in a second, I'll look and make sure nobody is donated for a reading. Mark, be vigilant. This makes me feel like you are on the cusp of a great change, Mark. I really feel like there's some big shift and change that's coming your way, that you're going to be or already are at a crossroads. Be vigilant means really stand in your power, take ownership, whatever happens, really look at what are your opportunities, because when we are in a challenge, there's always an opportunity. So really be vigilant. But this is a card of transformation for me. So there's something transforming. If you're asking for a card and you do not put your first name in the comments, I will not give the card for you. Okay. Is David coming back to me? No. Bina, will I stay at the house I am at? No, I feel like you're going to be moving. Heather, will Kyle and I romantically reconcile in the physical this month? I feel like there's a potential to, but I don't think it's what's good for you. So you do with that what you will. I think you're best walking away. Should I make a large payment or a small one on my... I'm not even going to answer that question. If I read your question and I don't hear an answer, I keep going. Don't take it personal. Will I meet S again? No. Someone paid for a reading, so let me find that. Girlfriend, you just had a reading. Okay, let me see where you did that. Okay, love, what's your question? So we're going to pause the card reads. I'm going to prioritize Poonam. Let me find her. Sorry for the delay. Okay, let's see if we got anything new for you. If you guys can hold the comments just until I'm done with this, it'll be super helpful. Poonam, has something with your sister escalated? Has something with your sister escalated? Because I feel your mom here, and I feel like something between you and your sister is either escalated or is about to escalate. And she's really wanting you guys to make peace. She's really wanting you guys to make peace. They feel this big energy on your shoulder. I want to call it a chip on your shoulder, but there's something you're holding on to that isn't your burden to bear. There is something in regards to your family that is not your burden to bear that you have not set down yet. And they're encouraging you to set it down because it's really affecting your energy. And it is not helping you right now. So whatever it is you're holding on to is really affecting your energy field. And I can feel it on this shoulder, and I can feel it right here on the front of your mouth. And this is where we tend to hold on to a lot of our fears. And this is just a burden. So the two are kind of coming together. So whatever, it feels like, they keep saying it feels like responsibility. So you feel responsible, or like you have to do certain things, and they're saying that's a choice you're making. And whether that's attributed to how you were raised, how your family was, you know, those types of things, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's a choice you make to bear the burdens of somebody else, but they're not for you, and they're really creating a detriment into your energy field. My sister feeling my mom energy. I don't know what you mean by that. I'm just saying that your mom was here with me, and she made me feel like that there's something going on. Something has escalated between you and your sister. So, or if it hasn't, maybe it's about to, but it feels like an escalation, whether it's a conflict or not seeing eye to eye. There's something that's coming up, and she really wants the two of you to be in a peaceful space, and to not let her death be a disruption to your life, you know, that type of energy. But they're bringing the main focus over here to this burden. You're always in conflict. Well, maybe that's why she's saying, like, enough with the conflict, right? Like, let's bring some peace. And you can do that through seeing that you agreeing that you can't see eye to eye at times, and by saying, like, hey, we both miss mom, we both see and experience things differently, that's okay, but we need each other right now. That's what she's saying. You guys need each other right now, and if you could lean on each other, things would be easier. If you guys could share in responsibility, it would be easier. Yeah, you can't keep quiet. When you're keeping quiet, you're repressing energy in your body. You need to speak your truth, but there's a way of doing it to where it's not going to be mean or defensive or that type of thing, where you can literally say it with peace and say, like, this is how I see things, this is how I feel, this is how I'm interpreting it, and I don't know if you're meaning it that way, but that's how I'm receiving it. And then seeing what she has to say. This is going to be practice for you in a very vulnerable communication, and being able to walk away if she gets defensive and say, okay, you know, let's just calm down and come back and cool off, whatever. But right now we need each other. Let's see how we can move forward together. But that's what she's really wanting. She's really wanting you guys to make peace, because I keep seeing this is like, come together, work together. But she isn't around. I don't know why I feel like saying this, but she isn't around one of you more than the other. Spirit can be around all of you all at the same time. It's not like we're in human form. We can we can distribute our consciousness differently. So she's with all of you equally as much as you guys need her. She has pulled a little bit away from you to kind of give you a little bit of space to breathe and grieve, because I feel like she was infiltrating your energy field. So she has kind of backed off a little bit. And is not making herself as known, but just know that she's there, and that she sees what's going on, really wants you guys to make peace, just because she sees how much you two need each other. Yeah, and it's not that she doesn't know that, it's just that sometimes when they come around us too much, when we haven't done enough grieving, it can actually make it a little worse. And so sometimes they have to back off and give you that space to feel, not feel them, so that you can grieve them. And so you're going through a process of that right now. But if you can understand that it's a choice that you are making to take on responsibilities and burdens that are not meant for you to carry. And you can choose, what do I want to take on and what do I want to deal with? And then it's okay if you disappoint people or upset people because other things aren't getting done. It is not your job. Your job is to take care of you and your child. It is not to take care of everybody else. And to try your best to make amends with your sister so that you guys can lean on each other, because I feel like you could really benefit from that. But your sister, their guides are telling me your sister has a lot of anger. I don't know what her anger is about. I'm not reading her, but that's what's making her very defensive and very maybe even argumentative. And so just to have a little bit more compassion for her, because she's having a hard time processing her emotions, where you're a little bit more equipped to process your emotions. Does that make sense? Do you have any questions about any of that? Other than that, your energy feels good. You're just the sadness that you feel, and there's things in your energy field that you're carrying that aren't meant for you. So that's what they want you to know. Your mom loves you. She is okay and perfect and is never going to miss anything, honey. She sees everything. So just know that you're going through a period of healing, okay? Please, you guys, don't ask your question more than one time. I will get back to doing general reads here in just a second. But that's what we have for you, my love. Always good to connect to you. You're so welcome. I hope it goes well with your sister. Since I've read you before, I know that sometimes, I know that you guys have not had the best relationships. Let me scroll back. Let's see. Chris, will I get this job? Yes, but I think there's a better job coming, so I don't feel like you're going to be at that job long. Did Justin say what he said out of fear? I don't know. I can't read Justin. I will not read other people that aren't on the live. Janice, will I know soon what happened with my father? That is not a yes or no. I feel like you're going to find out some information, but not all information. And I feel like it's going to come in bits, and it may not be super clear, but allow for more to come in before you make a conclusion on what you do get, if that makes any kind of sense. Is it over romantically for me and ANG? Yes. Oh, will I find love or new friends soon? I am so lost. This is how, okay, I'm just going to give you what I'm hearing because it's here, so I'm going to give it to you. This is a very intentional period for you. Is it Damney or Danny? It's Danny. Danny, this is a very intentional period for you to reconnect to yourself. So when you feel lost, it's because you have disconnected from your true self. And oftentimes we have to kind of isolate in order to find that. So yes, to answer your question, yes, you are going to make friends that are more like-minded, but you're going through a transformation right now, and you're being asked to be with yourself. So become your own best friend. Go out and have fun by yourself. Get to know yourself. Doesn't mean you can't talk to other people. Doesn't mean you can't go to events. It just means that this is a very intentional time for you to help find yourself, okay? Can I get a card pull, please? Yes, if you want a card pull, put your first name and put next to it card. Will Dave contact me tonight? Yes. If you're asking what someone feels, thinks, or what someone else is going to do that is not you, I do not answer those. And please only ask your question one time. And just a reminder, if you want a mini read where you can ask a specific question and then see what else the guides want to give you, Those are by donation, minimum $15 donation, Cash App, Venmo preferred. Make sure it has your first and last name, and make sure you let me know that you donated. Second, if you want 60 minutes with me, I have a first-time client rate under my services, and that is more than 50% off my normal rate, so that is available for you as well. Will I get rich off of XRP within 5 years? There's a lot of unknowns with that, so I can't answer that, but I do feel like you will make some money. I don't know to what extent. Erica, will we travel to Mississippi this month? Yes, it feels like later in the month though. Carla, am I making the right choice by staying at my current job? Yes, there's another opportunity though that's going to be coming for you. So there's an opportunity that's going to come, that's the one you want to jump on. Do Stephen and I reconcile at some point? No. If I didn't answer, that is not an invitation to drop your question more than once. I just don't hear an answer for you. Eileen would like a card. So it's either a yes or a no question or a card, not both, just so we're clear. Aline, seek your answers within. This is asking you to stop looking for external validation outside of you, which is funny because that's what you're doing right now. Okay. And to start going within you and trusting what you are feeling, even if it doesn't make logical sense, hon. Vea, will I get a job this week? No. Will I get an apology from DL that I want? Probably not. Christina, will I lose my job? No. Carla, can I get a Carla card pull? Though Carla, or not Carla, Christina, I don't feel like you like your job a whole lot. So it'd probably be a blessing if you did lose your job. I feel like it's not a great fit for you. Carla. So if that's what you're manifesting, then you may get it. Carla. What is he doing? Carla. Know you belong. Carla, know you belong. I feel like you're a highly sensitive person, and sometimes you take a lot of things personally, and or also feel like you don't belong or fit in, maybe to your friends group or even your family. You might feel like the black sheep. That just means you're a cycle breaker. It just means that you are the one chosen in the family line to clear a lot of things, and that you're more sensitive to energy. That's all. You belong because you were created on purpose. Like, you cannot cease to exist. So remember that. Everything is always connected. Will things work out with me and T? That's undecided yet. Are me and Amy done romantically? Yes. Will I get approved for disability? Yes. I'm pretty sure I've answered that question several times over the last couple of weeks. Will I meet a new woman romantically this year? I mean, yeah, most likely, but I feel like the real relationship you want is coming in next year. Rachel or Rach, it doesn't really matter, honestly. The guides say it doesn't really matter. I will only be live until, well, it just depends on how many people stay on. 5:30, maybe 6 at the latest. Central Time, for those who, the person who is asking. Will Nico and I reconcile? No. I've already answered that question. Will I be selected to teach summer school this summer? Yes. Is it B George? I don't know how to say that. BJORG. I'm going to pull a card for you. B George. 79 Lola username. This is for you. Be vigilant. This is my card for transformation. So be vigilant means stand in your power. You don't need to be scouring the energy around you. You don't need to be hypervigilant. You just need to stand in your power, know your power, because there's change and transformation happening. And so you need to trust your inner knowing and not react to things around you that are happening. Alicia, will my house in Texas sell this month? Yes, but remember, time is not real. So it's really hard to say that it will for sure be April. It could be in the first half of May as well. Will I talk to Grant again? No. A. Wilson, 1969. I don't even know what you're talking about when you say no, ma'am. I wasn't talking to you ever, so I'm not sure what that's about. And I just lost where I was. All right. Let's see. Will I reconnect with Grant? Not in the way you want to. Will I reconnect with Grant? Not in the way you want to. Should I walk away from this guy? If you're asking me that question, you already know the answer, so yes. If you would like a card pull, please put your first name and then ask for the card. And please only ask your question or ask for a card one time. Will my career in life insurance ever be financially stable? There is a potential for you to make money there, but that's not your joy. And you have to follow your joy. Will Vinny unblock me eventually? No, and you shouldn't want to. If that person is not consistent in their communication, consistent in their effort, they're not for you. Walk away, choose you. Don't abandon yourself. Don't be a pick-me girl or guy. Don't do that. You got to love yourself more. Please love yourself more. Clady. Good Lord, that one was flying. Hold on. Oh. Clady, new beginning, new day has dawned. You are birthing something new into the world. You are at the very beginning of something, so that means you must have just gone through walking away from or losing a bunch of things. So you're at the beginning of a new beginning. Christy. It's also a card of awakening, becoming aware. Christy. Oh, I love this card, Christy. This is a card of surrender. Christy, let go of the old. The peacock energy is a God energy. Cows, peacocks were reserved for the royal families, for the ultra wealthy. It is a sign of abundance. It's a sign of grace. It's a sign of the Godhead energy. But this is telling you that when you surrender to something bigger than yourself and you allow yourself to let go and move through the ebbs and flows of life and not your ego or what you think you know or what you think you want or what you think should be happening, everything gets better, okay? Gabriel, will me and Pamela ever reconnect romantically? No. Lori, will Adam and I be in a relationship? No. I don't know either. I don't remember anything that I say because most of it is channeled. For all of you asking romantic relationship questions, I'm going to say it until I'm blue in the face. If that other person that you like or want in your life isn't consistently communicating to you, consistently reaching out to you, consistently making effort, they're not for you. And if you wait around for them and pine for them and wish for them to reconnect to you, you are abandoning yourself. You are saying that you are worth less than what you deserve. If someone does not want to be in your life, shut that freaking door and go, good riddance. What I know I'm worth is out there and will find me, and heal the hurt in you. You want them because your nervous system is attracted to them because it's trying to reconcile something from childhood. So you get addicted to them like a freaking drug. Recognize that. Shift your energy, okay? I love you. Hi, Jason. I'm good. How are you, hon? Melissa, will I get a job soon? Yes. I'm feeling by summer you will have a job. Christine, will JP come back to me for a commitment? No. Thank you. It's hard because I know it sounds like tough love, but I wish someone would have said these words to me. And when I do any type of free yes or no's, I get inundated with people. Do they love me? Are they going to come back to me? Are they thinking about me? Are we going to reconcile? And it's like, you're asking the wrong question. What are you doing to stand in your power and in your worth? Why would you even want to wait around for someone who isn't banging down your damn door going, I want to be with you because you're worth it. I want to fight for this. I want to work through this. I want to communicate. If you don't got that, you don't got the right one. Reminder, if you're asking me what someone else is doing, feeling, thinking, I'm not going to answer that. Karina, will I get the job I'm interviewing for tomorrow? I hate to answer this question because I feel like you're going to get defeated, but I don't feel like you are, but I feel like that's for a good reason. I feel like there's a better job for you. And if I'm not answering your question, please don't keep asking it. It's if I read it and I don't hear an answer, that means they're not giving me one. So it might be to your benefit to not know. Meg, if you want to reconnect, if you want to have a relationship with that person, but I feel like it's settling, if you're asking me. Yes, love comes when we least expect it and when we don't need it. When we just say it'd be nice, but I don't need it because I love myself. Like right now, for example, I'm on the dating apps and I'm talking to men, but honestly, I don't want to be with any of them because I just want to be by myself right now. And what does that do? It makes them all want me at the same time. Like they all want to take me out. They all want this. They all want that. And I'm like, I just want to chill. I don't care about you right now. It's that detachment, you know? I don't answer cheating questions. You think someone's cheating, have a conversation with you. Asking a psychic medium is not going to help you. Yes, life is not a race. Love does exist. Someone put love doesn't exist. Love exists all the time in everything and everyone. Andrea, should I quit my job and start my own business? You should start your own business, but it is not time to quit your job yet. You need to be able to do both at the same time for a bit. It isn't, and I'll tell you why. There's so many times people go to psychic mediums and they get the answers about their future, and because of that, they make different decisions than what they were going to make that would have led to what they wanted. And thank you for the gifts. They're very much appreciated. And so I have learned that when I don't get an answer, 9 times out of 10, it's because that person is going to take that information and it's going to change what they would have done. And your guides know that better than I do. And so years ago when I used to get readings, I would have readers say, your guides say, no reading for you, and they would literally hit the refund button because my guides would get irritated when I was constantly getting readings. They're like, you don't need the readings. You don't need it. So your guides are always working on your behalf. Well, I see Will again. Yes. Dating apps are nightmares. I've had good experiences though, but they're exhausting at times. Will I hear from Darren? Yes. Once again, if you're asking me what someone else is thinking or feeling or doing, I'm not going to answer that. Will me and my daughter be all right? Yes. Well, Christine, that sounds like very beneficial for him, right? So that's up to you if you want to entertain that. Thank you guys for the gifts. Really appreciate it. I personally wouldn't do that, but there's no right or wrong answer there. That's up to you. Again, if you're asking me how someone else thinks or feels or what they're doing, I'm not going to answer that. I don't have permission to read them. I don't need to have an entertainment only disclaimer. This is my phone and my channel. I get to do what I want. Well, Susan, will I move this year? Yes. I'm a 11/11 Scorpio love troll. I don't know what that means, but I love that you're a Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio rising. Gang, gang, Scorpios. Hi, Joe. Thank you for the virtual hug. Wendy, will I hear from Brian? Yes. I actually don't make up answers. I piss people off all the time by not giving them answers. I only give answers that I hear. But I know you're trying to be facetious, and I'm sorry that you need to make fun of other people or be mean to other people to feel good. I wish you all the happiness in the world. Janice, no, you're never wasting your time with your boyfriend. You're in a relationship for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. So there's something that he is mirroring back to you about yourself. So see what it is, and then you can decide if you want to move forward with the relationship. Well, President Rogue, Almighty that knows all, go give your energy to something you actually resonate with. But thank you for increasing my algorithm. It's very generous of you. Will Stephen and I sort things out? I feel like there will be an attempt, but I don't think it's going to stick. Just gonna block this person because they're obviously not feeling very confident in themselves and need to put other people down. So we're just gonna block them. There we go. Please don't ask your question more than one time. If I'm not answering you, it is because I am not hearing an answer for you. No, I've lost my place. Here we go. And just a reminder, if you're wanting to ask a question from your spirit guides and get any other information that they want to bring through, it is a minimum $15 donation, Cash App, Venmo preferred. Please let me know that you donated and where you donated so I can prioritize you. And if you would like 60 minutes with me, I have a first-time client rate available under my services that is more than half off my normal hourly rate. Will I be in a committed relationship with Travis? Yes. I feel like it has a rough start though. Oh, thank you for blessing my path. I appreciate that. I will always say the name of the person that I'm answering for, or read the question and then answer it. You were approved for the apartment, like I said. Yay! Congratulations! Congratulations! Thank you. So best to stay away. Yes. So I tend not to answer these questions. If anyone's asking me if you're going to be in a long committed relationship, if it's going to last, the guides don't like to answer those questions because there's so much that could happen in that time, and you shift timelines billions of times a day. And I know that sounds like a lot, and most of the time you don't even notice, but that's how this universe works. And so they tend to not answer those questions because in an hour from now, you could jump a timeline and say something or choose something completely different. Just remember that relationships are for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And every relationship that you enter in has, ooh, I love that. Thank you. Those are cool. I've never had the boxing gloves. Every relationship has a purpose. they're mirrors. So what is that person mirroring back to you that you need to see about yourself? It could last months, it could last weeks, it could last years, it could last a lifetime. But the guides don't like answering those questions. So I generally don't get answers when I read them. Thank you. I love the boxing gloves. Should I attend the SG event on Sunday? They're saying if you want to, there's no right answer to that. Jesse, I think you're asking if you and William are going to get a house together. And if that's what you're asking, the answer is yes. Serenity, I will happily pull you a card. I love this card too. Serenity, time to ground. So grounding is about being present. It's about being in the now moment. It's getting out of your head. It's not replaying the past. It's not worrying about the future. It's being in the now moment and looking at everything through the lens of appreciation. And so this is really going to help settle your energy, help really place you back in a space of empowerment, and ease any anxiety that you might be feeling. Vanessa, yes. Mini reads are by donation, so if you donate, just make sure that you let me know that you donated and where you donated, and it has your Cash App or Venmo has your first and last name. That's how you get a mini read. Julie, will I get a job at Soft Mock? No. It's weird because I feel no, but I feel like it might, like, it's almost like I feel like they may offer you a position that you don't want or a pay scale that you don't want. Like there's some kind of conflict there, but I can't really dive too far into. It feels a little conflicted. If you would like a card, all you have to do is put your first name and ask for the card. I need a first name. Once again, if you're asking what someone else thinks or feels or is wanting to do, I'm not going to answer that. I do not have permission to read their energy field. Michelle, will Jason and I get through this setback? Yes, be patient. Communicate. Haley. I like how you spell that. I keep messing up my cards. I will be on YouTube doing readings tomorrow. Haley, time to ground. Same thing as the other person. This is a call to be present in the now moment, to get out of your head, to get out of the fear of the future, worrying about the future, replaying the past. It's like when something feels familiar, choose a different response, choose a different action. But you can only choose that if you're present. So stay grounded, be in the now moment. Pamo. You're welcome, Michelle. That's a card. Seek your answers within. So Pamo, this is about not needing external validation. This is about trusting yourself and what you feel is the right choice for you and direction. I feel like you might be a little confused right now or feel a little fogged in or disconnected. You are not. It's just a period where you need to trust yourself and take things slow. Mo. This is for Mo. Mo, focus and then act. This is about being very decisive. I feel like there's some procrastination going on in your life right now, or you're kind of willy-nillying things. It's a matter of really get focused on what do you desire, what do you want, and then just taking action. Take action. Don't sit on it, mull it over, wait, be decisive. Okay, I'm going to read these questions just so they will stop commenting them. Will me and my boyfriend grow old together? The guides won't answer those kinds of questions. Too many things can happen between now and then. Marie, is Keith really wanting me to come live with me? Once again, I cannot read what another person wants, thinks, or feels. If you want that kind of reader, I'm sure they're on here, but that is not an integrity because I don't have permission to read their energy. Chrissy, should I take the new job? No. I feel like there's a better job coming that lights you up more. Emily, will I buy a house soon? Towards the end of the year, I feel. Maybe beginning of next, in that time frame. You're very welcome, Pamo. Will a job offer come soon? Yes, I'm feeling sometime in the next 60, 90 days-ish. Did the hospital kill my grandmother? No. Fun fact, and something that I have channeled a bazillion times in mediumship readings. When we exit this reality, when we lose our human suit, it's because we chose to, no matter the circumstances. It could be somebody unaliving another person. It could be someone unaliving themselves. It could be a freak accident. It could be a freak illness. It could be a malpractice. It doesn't matter. It was the soul's choice to exit every time. So we have an exit date, and then we have off ramps. And those off ramps are opportunities for us to exit the game early, because it is a game. So no, they didn't kill your grandma. Your grandma chose to go, and that was the path of least resistance. Alicia card. It doesn't make it any less hard. It doesn't make it easier for the human to grieve. Most people want justice or things like that. Just remember that the soul never leaves this body. No, their body is never taken from them. They can never have their life taken from them. It's always a choice. Thank you for the gifts. Alicia, we are all connected. This is an energy, a card of rebirth. So there must be something in your life, or you yourself might be going through a rebirth, but everything is connected. We are all connected. I am you, you are me. Everything is connected. Everything is a reflection. Your reality is a reflection. So, oops. Okay, so just know that. Thank you for the roses and gifts. Britt, will me and Jeff reconcile? Yes. Tanya is in the house. You better come visit your sister in Texas. It'll probably be when I need you to come, not because you want to come vacation, though I'd prefer you to come vacation. Will I have my LPN next year? Yes. Layla. Layla. Is that an Eric Clapton song? Layla. Layla, nourish your soul. This card also for me, whenever this card shows up, it's about commitment. It's about committing to yourself, committing to your self-care, committing to doing things that make you feel good and take care of you. When we nourish our soul, we're committing to ourselves. Will I sell my property soon? Yes, it will sell this year. Okay, we have somebody who sent a Cash App. Some of these comments are getting blocked. So if you sent a Cash App or a thing, I should be getting the notifications. I don't know why I'm not. All right. Okay, the minimum donation is $15. So Jessica, if you want to add the difference in and then let me know, and then I can take your question. All right, I'll take your question, but in the future, please do the minimum donation. Will I be going to Disney for November 2025? I actually don't think you are. I feel like that's a no. But please only ask one question one time. All right, Jessica, go ahead and drop your question. Okay. All right, if you guys can just hold off for a second. So I can do Jessica's reading. Jessica, to answer your question, yes, but there's something going on with you because I can feel this energy in your solar plexus and in your throat. There is some unaligned energy in your field, meaning there's something that you are feeling very stressed or disempowered or worried about, and it's affecting how you speak and act. So there's some disempowerment going on, stress, worry, fear, that is affecting the words that you need to speak and the actions that you need to take. So you really need to take a really good look at your energy and how you are speaking things into reality, the actions that you're taking or lack of actions that you are taking, because this is holding you back. There's opportunities that are around you that you are not even probably seeing, let alone taking action on, because of this energy of disempowerment that you have inside of you. So it's really about you taking back your power, you standing in your confidence and trust. And when an opportunity comes up, really asking yourself, how do I feel about this? Forget the logistics of the opportunity. First, feel into it. Does this excite me and also kind of scare me a little bit? Does this intrigue me? And then you can look at the particulars, but you need to follow that feeling and take action. I also feel like there's something that you need to say to somebody that you aren't saying. So you really need to work on clearing those energies, because that is creating blocks in your body and in your life. Because I want to finish my career on cybersecurity. I'm not sure what you mean by that. I am doing a mini read right now. Can you clarify what you mean by that? Are you saying because you want to end your career, that's why you feel this way? Oh, you want to get your degree. Okay, I see what you're saying. Well, what's stopping you from getting your degree? I notice as they keep changing my classes. I don't think I think you're reading too much into it. So there's something that's ending in your life, and there's something new that's trying to begin. So they're showing me two different things. So this always means you're in between cycles. So there's probably just a little chaos, and there's probably an opportunity for you to be, and new opportunities coming in for you to say, are you sure that you want this? Are you sure that you want this? And you can there's multiple paths to the end game, of whatever your destiny is. You can get there multiple ways. But I feel like the reason why a lot of this is happening is because there's a lot of worry and fear and a lot of stress, and you're responding and not taking action or not taking action based upon what you're feeling, instead of trusting in who you know you are to be and trusting what your desires are. Sometimes challenges come in to see how you're going to respond to them, how you're going to navigate it. Sometimes the changing of classes or the wrenches being thrown in are to see how you're going to respond. Are you going to react? Are you going to not trust? Or are you going to have faith and say, no, this is the path I'm committed to. I'm going to stay with that path. So just because things rearrange doesn't always mean you're on the wrong path. And I think that's what you were meaning. So you're not on the wrong path, but you are being given other opportunities. You are being shown other things. And I don't know if you're seeing those things. So I just need you to be a little bit more mindful and be a little bit more aware of what's going on around you and what's being offered to you. And it doesn't always look like an opportunity, but every challenge is an opportunity. So you need to look at every challenge or every setback, or even an actual opportunity, but as an opportunity, and ask yourself, do I want this? Does this excite me? And follow that. So if cybersecurity still excites you and scares you a little bit and fills that heart, then continue going that way and stay the course. But there is something ending. And it does feel like that's a version of you. So there's a version of you that's ending and a new version of you beginning, and you're kind of in the between stages of that. So I just need you to be mindful of that. Does that make sense? Okay. And it's really important that you hear us when we say this, which is whenever something happens, just ask yourself, what is the opportunity here? What is this trying to show me? And if the opportunity might just be to trust, or to be like, let that roll off my back, right? Water off a duck's back. I don't need to freak out. I don't need to react. I don't need to take everything so literal or personal. And I think that is a big lesson for you. So that's what they have for you, my love. Do you have any questions about what we said? Please do not ask the same question more than once. If I don't answer it, I'm either in a reading or I don't have an answer for you because I did not hear an answer from you. Okay. Thank you, Jessica, for allowing me to read your energy. I haven't been doing any transmuting today, which is kind of nice. Cynthia, will I meet someone soon? Yes, end of summer, I'm hearing. Baby girl, I'm working really hard to win the free trip. Well, you keep manifesting and having faith, and maybe you can shift the energy or shift timelines to where you win it. In this moment, I don't see that happening, but that doesn't mean that that's final. Nothing is final, you guys. You don't like what I say? Change your energy. Change your energy. Change your frequency. And align to the version of you that gets what you want. It may not really be what you want. It may be a lesson. There's plenty of things I thought I wanted, and then once I got it, I was like, this is not it, sister. This is not it. Crystal, will I finally have a breakthrough this month in my digital business? I feel like the end of this month, beginning of next month, there will be not a huge breakthrough, but a breakthrough. Did RN leave my life for good? Yes. Lisa, yes. Not as tight as you were, but yes. If your husband is treating you like a nobody, then he is not for you, and I would not stay married to him. If your person is not communicating, showing effort, wanting to work on the relationship, that is not a healthy relationship. Will I find a new relationship soon? Yes. Don't be in such a hurry, though. Build your relationship with yourself. Will I be moving to New York City this year? No. They're saying trust the timing. Trust the timing. Again, please do not post a question more than one time. I'm not ignoring you. I will block you if you keep posting a question that just because I haven't answered does not mean I don't see it. It's just there's no answer I'm hearing for you, which means I'm not going to make up an answer. Will Kyle and I be reconciling this month? No. Move on. Love yourself and more than that. I don't read for other people who are not on the live. We got a Venmo. Kim, will I get a raise soon? I feel like you're going to be getting a promotion soon, so that would probably come with a raise. Okay, Carla. Go ahead and drop your question. Do I have Western Union? No. How to book a reading? Excellent question. If you go to the link in my bio and you go to services, you can see all the different readings that I offer. If you want a quantum soul session, you can use the first time client rate. That's 60 minutes with me. If you just want a traditional reading, there is an option for that as well. I got it, Carla. Just you can drop your question. Will I pass my PIP assessment? Yes. You got promoted, but you have a job offer too. Are you asking which one that you want to take? I don't even need to tap in for that one, but I will because I feel like there's more for you. Let me tap into your energy and then I'll wait for your answer. You said to stay because something else is coming, so it's not my current offer. Oh, it could be. All right, let me tap in and see. I didn't realize you had another offer on the table. Okay, first I want to start with, you feel frozen and stuck. You literally, I'm having all my symbols, Carla, for someone who is frozen and stuck. That means that you're like at a paralyzing point. And I don't know if it's because of this that's happening right here, but it's very loud, showing up very loudly. So here's the thing with this. This is what they call a choice point. So neither one of them is the right answer. You can do either way. When I said there was another opportunity, this is another opportunity. This is the opportunity that we were talking about. However, it isn't a solid, no, don't stay at your current job. It's which one lights you up more. Which one excites you more at the thought of taking or being. Even if it's slightly. That's the one that you want to follow. What we were saying is no, don't leave your job because we feel like there's another opportunity coming. Here's the opportunity. I didn't realize you had the opportunity, but you get to choose. So there is no right or wrong answer here. And I feel like that's what's freezing you, is you feel like there's a right or a wrong. You feel like you could make the wrong choice. The only way you're going to make the wrong choice is if you don't follow your highest joy. So you really need to ask yourself, out of the two, is the new job with the promotion, this current job with the promotion, excite you more? Or is taking the new offer exciting you more? That's what you need to follow. But the guides are saying there is no right or wrong here. You get to decide and choose, which is probably not what you want to hear, but that's they call these a choice point. So you're at a crossroads where you get to choose, and you need to choose. And I can just feel how frozen you are, or how stuck you feel. And so you need to answer that question for yourself. Let me see if you've commented at all. Okay. You're right, because I can't make up my mind. Hi, Julie. And so that's why I wanted to say that to you. Like, sit with it and ask yourself which one, even if it's this much more, excites you more. Which offer excites you more, maybe even scares you a little bit. That's the one that you need to take. I'm afraid I'm making the wrong choice. Yeah, of course. That's why we said that. That's why we said you feel like you're afraid you're going to make the wrong decision. And the guides are telling you there is no wrong decision here. You get to choose which path you want to take. Okay, they're saying that this opportunity was presented to you because of a thought process or a desire on your heart that you had. So you brought that opportunity to yourself. And now you have to ask yourself, do I really want that? Or do I want this? So you called in this opportunity because of something that was on your heart. You have to decide, is this truly what you want? Oftentimes we think that's what we want, and then it comes and it's not. Not saying that that's the case with you. But they're literally saying there is no wrong answer here. I don't know why it keeps blocking you, your comments. I'm leaning towards the promotion because I didn't ask for it, and it was nice to get it without asking. That's cool, but I really want you to, hear us when we say this. I really want you to sit with which position excites you more and maybe even scares you a little bit. What position would fill you up and you would enjoy doing that job, enjoy coming to that work, would feel the most supported, would feel the most whatever. So write down all the things that you love about where you are now, all the things that you like about the promotion, whatever, and do it for the other one and really look at it. Give yourself at least the weekend to really sit with this energy and then decide. But we want you to let go of the idea that there's a right or a wrong here, because there's not. So we really want you to think about that and sit with what feels better for you, because that's going to make the shift for you. And then once you do that, they're saying keep applying that same notion, because this seems to be a theme for you where you get stuck in indecision, and it's because you're not trusting of yourself. And you really need to trust yourself and what your heart is guiding you to. But there's a program that you are running that says that you get things wrong, that you're going to make a mistake, that you're out of alignment, those types of things. And those are programs. You do not have to run them. You do not have to follow them. You need to really start trusting yourself and really listening to what lights you up. Your path will always be these moments, these sparks of excitement, but also a little bit of fear, right? It's like fear and excitement are a double-edged sword. So remember that. And when you get excited about something that also scares you a tinge, those are the things you want to follow. That's the flow of synchronicity that you need to follow. Okay? Yeah. Well, of course. And that's why they said that. This is a pattern for you. And so let's address the pattern while we have you. And remember, once you see that you're in a pattern or see that you have a negative belief or a limiting belief, you're no longer bound by that belief or that pattern. Now it becomes a choice to reinforce it in moving forward. And so now you're very clear that you have a pattern of doing this. So now you have to ask yourself when you come to these crossroads, okay, this is an opportunity for me to trust. And I need to trust myself, and I need to trust that feeling inside of me. And so you're probably someone who needs to come into neutrality first, which means you've let go of needing to be one way or another, and you're like, okay, I would be good no matter what, whether it happens or not, I get it or not. Set it down, and then like, okay, well, if I could have anything I wanted out of these two, which one would it be? And that's going to be the case for any decision you make. Which one feels better? Go with that. Don't ever listen to, I should do this because of this. Logically, this is it. Like, you can take those things into consideration, but don't do things because you think it's the right thing to do or the responsible thing to do. Follow your heart, follow your excitement. Do you have any questions about any of that? And that is clearing the feeling of the frozen. So this is what's going to keep you moving and flowing, right? Every time you stop at an indecision, you feel like you're stuck in the mud. You're very, very welcome. This will go up on YouTube, by the way, this live. So if you had a mini read or if you got a card and I had a message for you, it will go up under my YouTube, on my YouTube under my TikTok replay list. And it will be dated the date of the reading. So if you want to go back and listen, just kind of log the time, and then you can go back. And I think that's why they won't give me the actual answer, because I need to trust myself. Yes. Well, and actually, that's the whole thing, is like there isn't a right answer. There is not a one right answer. We think that there's only a right answer. There isn't. There are infinite. How do you guys want to say this? The destiny, your destiny, can be achieved multiple ways. The same way that you can get to a store or someone's house multiple ways. It's never one way. And so in this particular case, I have had people who have asked, and I've said, no, this one thing is not for you, and here's why. In your case, it was, they said, this is a choice point for her. And yes, obviously an opportunity for you to trust yourself, but it's like, hey, which one do you want to do? Which one feels better, you know? So that's what we have for you. And I have a ton of transmissions on my YouTube under my healing transmissions that might help clear out some of your energy and really help you get clear, like the deep surrender one. So if you want to meditate and meditate on it, that's a good thing to do as well. Please feel free to use my YouTube or to check out my free course in my bio or anything else that will help shift your energy and help you really start to trust yourself again. And thank you for trusting me with your energy. Should I go to the party tomorrow or stay home? Stay home. Should I tell my 25-year-old daughter how she is hurting me? Absolutely. There's nothing wrong with communication. I want to say this. Don't project it as you are hurting me. Instead say, when we have this conversation or when you take this action, I feel this way and I receive it this way. Speak it from a place of ownership. It will really help the conversation, because she may not know what she's doing. And if you can just express, like, this is how I'm receiving this action. This is how I'm receiving what you're saying. This is how I'm taking it. And I don't know if it's meant that way, but it doesn't feel good. Can we have a calm conversation about it? Julie, I heard the ball will start rolling. Thank you for the gifts, you guys. But you still have a little ways to go, hon, Julie. The ball will start rolling, but you still have a little ways to go. Is Dan using me? Not consciously. I think he is just taking advantage. So really start to have some boundaries. If you let people take, they'll take. Should I send the message I have drafted? No. Will Roy reach out? Yes. If I'm not answering your question, it's because I read it and I don't get an answer. Carissa, it would be if you had better boundaries. But right now, it doesn't feel like the best environment for you. Will Roger come back to me? No. Thank you, Deborah, for the heart puff. Appreciate it very much. Yes, if you want a card pull, please put your first name and ask for a card. Will I hear from Nurin again? Yes. Sandy, card pull. You got it, girlfriend. Deb, I don't answer those kind of questions, hun. Sandy, nourish your soul. So this card is about committing to yourself, your path, your soul's path, your commitment to yourself, meaning your self-care, doing what you say you're going to do for yourself, doing the things that you want to do instead of putting yourself on the back burner and doing what everybody else wants to do. Nourish your soul, Sandy. Maria, card. Yes, ma'am. All right, this is going to be a last call for mini reads. I will be back reading tomorrow on YouTube. I'm going to post the YouTube link when I get off of here. So if you subscribe to my channel, you will see that there's an upcoming live, and you can get notified when I'm live so that you can be one of the first on if you'd like. Maria. Also, just a reminder, if you would like 60 minutes with me, there is a first-time client rate available under my services. I have a free course called Heal. It is a course on radical forgiveness and self-love. It's linked in my bio. It's one of my OG courses, but it's a good one. So if you're needing extra resources, there's some to help you. Maria, let your emotions flow. They're saying, like, find a movie that you know is going to make you cry. Do something to allow for you to feel your emotions. Stop repressing them. Stop holding them back. There's nothing wrong with you for being emotional. There's nothing wrong with you for having emotions. It's very healthy. Very healthy, honey. Will Justin reach out? Yes. Carissa, I'm pretty sure I answered that question. Tanya, card pull. Yes, ma'am. I typed it wrong. Okay, I'll go back and look at it again in a second. Tanya. Ooh, you had a jumper. Thing flew out the deck. Tanya, you were born to create. There is something that you are being asked to birth into the world. There is something like a creative project, an idea, a concept. You are sitting on something that you're not moving on. You were born to create. You may not know how to figure it all out, but it is there. Is my workplace the best environment for me? I'm pretty sure I answered that, which is if you had better boundaries. It doesn't feel like a great environment right now, but if you had better boundaries, it wouldn't affect you so much. So my answer didn't change. Anna. It's going to be a last call for mini reads. So if you're going to donate for a mini read, please let me know that you're about to donate so I can look for it and not jump off the live. This is for Anna. Oh, came out. Anna, do not fear the unknown. This is a card about stepping into your power, trusting yourself, having faith in yourself, and making friends with uncertainty. Everything in this world is unknown. Everything is certain. You can lose your job, your spouse. You can lose anything in a blink of a second. It's happened to me 3 times. So nothing is certain, even if it gives you the illusion of certainty. So make friends with uncertainty. Make friends with your fear. I do a lot of work around this. So if you need help, use that first time client session. Jenna, card pull. Yes, ma'am. Mindy, I do not get an answer. That's why I haven't answered it any of the times that you posted it. Okay, if I only please post your question once. If I don't answer it, it's because I'm not getting an answer for you. Jenna. Jenna, time to let go and surrender. Surrender, let go of how you want the situation or circumstance to go and be open to how it needs to flow. Surrender. It's 555 too. Aline, card pull, yes. Too many came out at once, so I'm going to shuffle again. Aline. Jumper. Aline, heed your dreams. So you're getting messages in your dreams. I also want to say you're getting visitation in your dreams. So like there may be a loved one or a guide that's trying to communicate in your dreams. They're also very clear that you're doing some major clearing in your dreams. So when you wake up and you feel heavy or anxious or sad, just recognize that nothing's wrong with you, that you were clearing that in your sleep. The guides were helping you transmute that energy when you were in your sleep. So take some deep breaths, hop in the shower if you need to, just kind of say, clear this out, reset. But also, you are also getting messages in your dreams. So pay attention to your dreams. Journal about your dreams. Kendra. Michelle, you have someone coming. I feel like this coming fall. Kendra. Kendra, follow the moon. This is about following your natural cycles. So when you need to rest, rest. When you feel energized, move and create. When you need to fast, fast. When you need to eat, eat. It's like follow the cycles of the moon. Follow the inner cycles. We are all cyclical beings. We used to all follow the moon when we had a 13-month calendar with equal 28 days. And now we don't. So all of us are kind of out of rhythm and have been out of rhythm. So follow your natural rhythms, whatever it is. And they're saying stop judging it, because I feel like you judge yourself for how you can't ever stay consistent or, in a certain way. Follow your rhythms and cycles. Will I get the job offer? Yeah, I think you're going to get multiple job offers. That's for Ariana. You are getting dreams? Okay, cool. Oh, you were thinking fall as well? Well, look at that. Synchronicity. Yes, if you'd like a card, just put your first name and I'll pull you a card. All right, do we have any last people who want a mini read? I'm gonna close it in just a second. If you want a mini read, let me know. Okay, we're gonna do Yvonne and then Rachel. And just a reminder, if you are needing the resource, I have a free course called Heal, a course in radical forgiveness and self-love. It's available in my bio, as well as a first-time client rate if you've never had a session with me. Rachel. And I will be on YouTube tomorrow doing readings. Rachel, know your fears. Here's the thing about fears, what they're saying right now, Rachel. What you look at disappears. What you look at disappears. So there's something that you're not wanting to give energy to, attention to, you're not wanting to look at, you're kind of like not wanting to, you're kind of ignoring something. What you look at disappears. Face your fears. Face your fears. DJ, is my wife Bree going to reconsider wanting a divorce? No. Yvonne, let me pull, I almost skipped over you. Yvonne, let me pull a card for you. Yvonne. Ooh. That was too many. Yvonne, time to reflect. This card always makes me think about how everybody's a mirror. Every relationship is a mirror. So there's a relationship in your life or a situation in your life that you need to reflect upon because it's showing you something about yourself. It's trying to teach you something. Raul, card pull, yes. Jordy, will Miki and I come back together in a relationship soon? No, move on, honey. Raul. Raul, you are in a new beginning. A new day has dawned. So new beginnings can sometimes be scary, but there's some new things showing up for you. New people, new opportunities will be coming your way. Am I on the right, Claudia? Am I on the right path? Yes. Despina, hopefully I didn't butcher that. I'm going to pull a card for you. Despina, trust in the magic. This is a card of transmutation. There is something that's being transformed in your life. Trust the process. Will Julius come back? No. Mindy, should I initiate a conversation with Justin about moving in together? Yes. Patricia, will me and my ex-husband Tony get back together? No. I do feel like you will have a good relationship, though. Will Murphy and I be together again? No. If I'm not answering your questions, it's not because I'm ignoring you. It's because I'm not hearing. told my daughter this yesterday about her relationship. What you reflect is what you attract. Yeah, what you put out is what you get back, right? So you, us, each individually, we have a frequency that we emanate. And that comes from our thoughts and what our dominant thoughts are. It works like a radio wave, right? And our heart is our magnetic field that pulls things back in. So whatever we send out, we pull back in. So whatever your reality is, if you don't like it, you have to change your belief systems. You have to change the signals that you're sending out and open your heart to receive what's meant to come in. So sometimes that means if our belief is that nobody loves us, we're worthless, that we have to be a certain way to have somebody love us, then we'll probably attract a narcissist, or we will be a people pleaser and we'll have shitty boundaries. And so it isn't always the answer that you think. It's not always literal. If you attract a narcissist, you're a narcissist. No, it could be you attracted somebody that violates your boundaries because you are they're trying to show you that you need to have boundaries and you need to stop being a people pleaser. You need to strengthen your worth. So it really is about reflecting about what you're attracting to see if that's in alignment for you. The universe is always working for you, Princess Ellie. Always working to your benefit, even if you can't see it. Always to your benefit. And you will get a relationship this year, but I feel like the partner that you really want is coming next year. Okay. All right, you guys, I'm going to call it a day. Again, everything that I talked about is in my bio. So if you want to take advantage of the $99 first-time client rate for 60 minutes with me, it's there. If you want to take advantage of the free course Heal, it's there. It's all in my bio. If you want to come back tomorrow for more readings, I will be doing them on YouTube. You can subscribe, of course, in the bio. I'm about to put up the live link now, so it'll be there. You can hit the button and get notified when I go live. I'm thinking around noon Central Time tomorrow, so that's what I'm going to put it up for. And so if you didn't get your question answered today, come back tomorrow on YouTube, and I would be more than happy to do that. I'm so grateful to all of you for hanging out with me. I'm going to go enjoy the rest of my evening, and I hope that you do the same. I will see you next time.